Well, critics, including within the president's own party, have been calling on Mr. Obama to come up with a clear strategy for getting out of Afghanistan. That includes Congresswoman Chellie Pingree. NBC's Greg Lagerquist spoke with her this afternoon and joins us live on the Political Edge. Greg?
Well, Jeff, Congresswoman Pingree has said consistently that she is among those who want the U.S. out of Afghanistan completely, sooner rather than later. Now, we spoke with her a short time ago via satellite from Washington. She says she welcomes the speech from the president and, generally speaking, welcomes what he is expected to say. She says she knows there's a lot of critics out there who believe the president should not weaken the American presence in Afghanistan, believing he should draw down the troops more slowly. But she's not entirely pleased by what we're hearing about the proposed drawdown, calling it relatively slow and relatively small.
I think he could do that in a much greater scale. Easily he could equal what he sent over there during the surge, bring that back now, and just start the drawdown much faster.
We are hearing, and perhaps you're hearing the same thing, 10,000 troops perhaps relatively quickly, and another 23,000 by perhaps the end of next summer, which I think would represent about a third of the troops that are there now. You don't think that's being aggressive enough?
I do think it's good. And look, let me just say I'm very pleased that the president is speaking to us and that he's talking about a withdrawal. But we've been there for more than a decade. We have not had tremendous success in Afghanistan. I sit on the Armed Services Committee. I listen to the progress reports. I just believe that it's too expensive, that much of the work that we're doing over there is the same kind of investment we should be making in a sense, nation building back in our own country. And the loss of lives is too significant.
Congresswoman Pingree says she is convinced that the strategy of aggressively going after the Taliban and al-Qaeda in Afghanistan has not made us safer. Others, of course, disagree. Again, we're all waiting to hear what the president has to say tonight. We'll have full coverage, as Adrian mentioned, on News 13 at 11 o'clock tonight, and, of course, at WGME.com. With your Political Edge tonight, I'm Greg Lagerquist. Jeff and Adrian.
Maine's representatives in the U.S. House are expressing disappointment with the president's plans. Congresswoman Chellie Pingree says while the president is moving in the right direction, the nation can no longer afford the $8 billion a month being spent in Afghanistan.
We have been there for 10 years. Our main goal was to capture bin Laden. We not only captured him, but we killed him. I think that the president had the ability to come back to the American public after that and say, look, we've captured our major enemy. There are less than 100 al-Qaeda in Afghanistan. It is time to bring our troops home. I do not believe that we are going to lose ground there. And in fact, much of what we're doing in Afghanistan today is very expensive nation building, which hasn't proven as successful as we would like.
Second District Congressman Mike Michaud says the troop drawdown should be more aggressive. And Senator Susan Collins says she still has a lot of questions about the U.S. mission in Afghanistan. And she says the transition to Afghans taking the lead in defending their nation has been slow and impeded by corruption in the Afghan government.